Of course, I've been looking at your site.
You've been chatting to me, yeah?
Wow.
Yes, I've been doing odd things to it.
Awesome. Thank you, Master.
You're very welcome.
How long do you have, by the way?
Huh?
How long do you have?
Just a few minutes.
Not lifespan, just...
That's a good question. I'm looking forward to reacquainting myself with the UK. It's been a few months. It's good to be back again.
Have you tried any local food? Any chips and pie?
I've been here 4 hours. I will tonight. I will this evening.
So you're at Manchester Comiccon for the entire weekend.
Yes.
Which films do you think people are most looking forward to talking to you about?
I'm really not sure. I've had a chance to think about the body of work, and I've completely forgotten the bit in some things. You know, you ever heard that phrase, this movie was so bad it wasn't released, it escaped? I've got a couple of those too.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody's got one of those movies. And what was that movie that we saw Samuel Jackson in? Coming to America. He was the guy.
Oh yeah.
It's like that little scene. He spelled out everything, didn't it? So I'm just here.
Yeah. So Police Academy, first thing.
Yes, One Through Infinity. Yes.
Yeah, every single Police Academy film.
Yep.
And also, I found out you did the voice for the Tannoys as well during film 1. So every time you hear a speech, a Tannoy voice, it's you as well.
Yes. There's a few movies that are like that. You know, I just got lucky to be in the movie Gremlins.
Right.
You know, because I think I was still living in my car then.
Right.
And I got a role to you just come in and make a bunch of sounds, and then we can't show you what it is. Okay.
Right.
We'll show you a picture, but you have to sign a re-release. What do you mean sign a release? This never happens back then. You need to sign a release for liquidated damages if you tell anybody that you saw this picture. What? Really?
For Gremlins?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So we weren't allowed to see it. We saw one picture and we were told what it was. We were not allowed to see the whole movie.
Right.
We were only allowed to see certain sections that we were in. Yeah. And I maybe got lucky just to see one or two other sections, but that was for a reason. And I understand why. He was right. I got to be one of the many stripes. So
Yeah.
And it was great. Just don't get them wet, man. We're good.
What noise did you make? Crikey.
Yeah. And then there was the other one, the scene where it's looking at the lady's office. Oh, people are going, oh, I don't know about this, yo. But at least that's what the rap artist said. Yeah. It's like, wow. So I didn't realize I've had a chance to be in some great movies and just cameos. I mean, Spaceballs was a cameo.
Do you know, I was going to talk about Spaceballs because that 2-minute scene is just perfect comedy.
I still don't understand what the heck happened. I still don't know what happened.
So did they give you a script or did you just go in and...
Oh, there was a script, but Mel threw that out. He took the pages and threw them out. You know, it's a famous story about, you know, I don't know I'm trying to remember whether if it was true or not, but I remember we're on the set of Spaceballs. I was supposed to be there 2 days.
Right.
And I was there almost 3 weeks because he wanted everybody around. He kept everybody around.
Right.
There's the famous story about how he's on the set and they're trying to work out a scene and the executives decided to initiate one of the younger junior executives. They sent him down to the set to tell Mr. Brooks that he's 4 pages behind and needs to speed it up. They sent a young pimply-faced kid.
Excuse me, Mr. Brooks. The studio want me to tell you you're 4 days behind in your script.
Oh, I'm 4 days behind, huh? Excuse me. 4 pages, huh?
Yes, sir.
No, there's your 4 pages. Get off my set.
I can imagine.
And I'm going, damn. And I got to be funny now. But it was great. It's like college graduate courses, man. You had to learn. You learn on your feet.
Yeah.
Learn on your feet. It was great.
How did you first get into doing sound effects? Because you're well known for doing an infinite number of sound effects.
Well, the obvious answer is that I didn't have a lot of friends.
Okay.
Growing up, I didn't have a lot of friends, so you end up making them up. So I kind of figured, okay, let's make it a movie. So I had my own soundtrack. I had things going on, and you know what? The best way to keep kids from beating you up in school is to wait till they go behind the school and start smoking. And then you do the angry Rottweiler coming around the corner really pissed off. And would you stick around? Or would you leave?
You'd be off.
That was a whole pack of cigarettes they dropped. So I cost them some money. So they kind of left me alone after that. except for gym class. We're going to beat you up gym class. Okay, well, we have cross-country running today. Okay, I am a Vauxhall with the wrong muffler.
Oh.
And I can shift gears, so he goes, I'm tired of chasing this guy. He keeps shifting on us. We'll beat him up later, dude. I can't. He keeps turning left. That's like the old joke. How did NASCAR get its name? The Racing Association. Hey, Billy, that's a NASCAR.
Yeah, like a Texan.
And, of course, the obvious one. How did the Mustang get its name? Ew, that Mustang! But see, when you put noises to jokes, they're new. They're brand new jokes, and that's some of the things I learned. Because I just didn't have a lot of friends, so I just made it up myself. Because we were a military family, so we moved every 2 years. So for the little ones, for kids growing up, you have to learn to cope. And this was my way of coping. It seems to help, except for the talking food in the Chinese restaurant. That's really not funny.
A couple of obscure things you've been in.
Oh! You mean Ginger Clown? That's another movie that escaped. Oh, watch it in the daytime.
I think I've heard of it.
But Tim Curry is the head Ginger Clown.
Oh yeah, I know it.
Oh, that movie did escape, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Blast from the past, isn't it?
I even forgot about it. You reminded me. I forgot all about that. Now
How can you forget these things? These are your things.
It's difficult. but you know what? We do our best.
Yes.
Time flies when you're having none.
So any plans for upcoming projects?
Well, there's a few. I'll know more about that tomorrow because I'm waiting for some announcements to come down. I just did a track on the new John Anderson album from Yes.
Right. Okay.
It's called "Makes Me Happy," and it was my first time meeting them and working with them. That's great because I was a Yes fan back in 19 around there, and I understand they were trying to get back together. And John's talking. I guess they're all talking. I hope it all works out. But I got one track on it, so I'm very, very happy. I'm doing a lot more music stuff. I did 3 tracks on the new Victor Wooten Trio album, Tripnotics, with a Y, Tripnotics. That turned out great because it helped me it brought back my old music, jazz roots.
Right.
So I'm doing a lot more music stuff now. There'll be more than just the Led Zeppelin thing I did on Norwegian TV. There's a bunch of that coming. I have a brand new show, a brand new design, so I'm going to be testing some of it here.
Fantastic.
So the first place I'm testing it is here.
Excellent.
And I know we have the Athens Comedy Festival coming up, and maybe rolling some of it out, and hopefully within the next 90 days will be the first single, the first of 3 singles. So we'll release one for EDM, one for hip hop, and probably metal. It'll probably either be death. I learned some Finnish death metal.
Right.
Oh, you like to do Finnish death metal. This is very good. What kind of Finnish death metal are you going to do?
The kind where the lead singer has to sound like he's throwing up in a bucket?
That's perfect. We like that.
Okay.
Finland, they got some great metal bands.
Oh, man. I spent 3 months there.
Did you?
Because last year I spent... I was there the same time last year. I was there for 3 months from February to May. Yeah.
Have you heard of Northern Kings?
Well, yes, I have.
Yeah, okay.
Well, see, I heard of them because I've had a chance to go from the Arctic Circle down to Helsinki.
Right.
And lucky for me, Police Academy airs every week.
Excellent.
But then so does Gas Monkey Garage, and so does Counting Cars, The Simpsons, House with Hugh Laurie. Everything seems to air in blocks of 3 and subtitled. So there's even TV shows I'd never even heard of from the U.S. called Bama Shore. I didn't know that Jersey Shore had a southern version.
I did not.
Yeah, and it airs in Finland.
We love Jersey Shore.
Yeah, well, you'd love Bama Shore, too.
I didn't know it existed.
Boy, time flies when you're having none.
Anyway.
But listen in and check me out on Instagram and Facebook and everything, and you'll see some of the announcements. But this is the Noise Tour, and we're starting it up, and I'm thinking about digging out my old impression of Tina Turner's sister, Tuna.
I know, darling. Hello? Well, aren't we a pair?
I can show you one video of her.
Okay.
Because I just did a commercial for a casino, and they asked me to do Tina Turner.
Right.
I said,
All right. It's okay for audio.
Well, I'll just show you the video. I wish I could show you the audio. Show you the audio?
We're now showing you the audio. My name is Sneery. Please press the key right now.
So stand by. We'll show you Tuna. Well, that should give you a quick...
So that's you?
Yeah. Yeah, Tina's sister.
I know that sounds fishy.
Let me see if I can find the Oh, this is the test from the store.
You even got the mannerisms right.
Are you kidding me? How many times have you seen Thunderdome? How many times have you seen? But we got it. We got it, and I'm thinking about digging it back out of the show. But now I have to learn some of the new music because everything's evolving. Folks are learning that you have to evolve. I mean, I have to do a little bit of everything, even the what I call the gas station drum machine rap music.
Nice.
There's the around the corner convenience crew. There's the around the corner late night gas station drum machine only rap.
Yeah, cause a mumble. Yeah, I just got cotton in my mouth. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Where's Drake when you need him? Oh my God! Help! Shlomo, help me, please.
Sorry, we have taken over your broadcast. My name is Sneery. Please press the hash key now, but not in another country where that means something else. Thank you. Hey man, your machine's acting stupid again, man. How come your recorder's making noises? Oh no. What's next? Is this an ocean wave button? Hey man, we were at the beach. That was cool. You forgot the wind though. There you go. So I hope that was enough for you to take and put on Instagram.
So how are you finding the UK? Have you been over here long?
Yeah, just a few days. Oh, I love it. Every time I'm here, the first time I was here was on a movie called Boys from Brazil, produced by the great Lord Lou Grade. And I was trying to think, I was 19 or 18 years old, and I've been in love with the UK ever since. Such a wonderful place. I love the rain, and I love how cloudy it is. I really do. It's just so moody, and I think that it creates an atmosphere of intellectualism. If you can't go outside and run around, you got to read. And so I love it here. And I'm thrilled to be here for the Comiccon Manchester. It's going to be a ball.
Have you sampled any UK food while you're over here, like pie and chips?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, they've got great. I had cod the last couple of nights. It was just terrific, and loved. Of course, love all the kidney pie, and and
oh yeah.
And I'm loving it. I just love being here, and I love the people. And I've always had a great time in London. Have a lot of friends, and then my great grandfather landed in Liverpool from Russia, and lived in Liverpool for 10 years. And if he didn't come to the United States, I would have been English.
Oh, right, okay, didn't know that.
Yeah. Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, so you're here for the weekend for Manchester Comiccon.
Yeah, exactly. Leaving on Monday.
Which film do you think people most want to speak to you about?
Oh, man, anytime you want, I can. I love to talk about Three Men, and I love Police Academy and Short Circuit. So I've always had a great love for those films.
And how good is your 80s memory at the minute? Do you remember much about the 80s? Because it was 40 years ago almost.
Yeah, sure, of course. I remember it very well. It's always a great time in my life. Every day of my life is really pretty great. I've been very, very fortunate, blessed with a wonderful family and friends and great ancestors. And, ever since I was born, I've really had an appreciation for life. And I feel that I'm a very, very lucky guy.
I think one of my favourite films of the 80s, Short Circuit, the film I could watch over and over again. So good.
Oh, yeah. Short Circuit, directed by the great John Badham, who directed Saturday Night Fever and one of the, and War Games. So
yeah.
one of the great directors of all time. And worked with the great Ali Sheedy and Fisher Stevens. So I've been very, very fortunate. And Short Circuit was great. Also, the guys who did the puppeteering were so brilliant and making, Johnny Five work. He was just great, just brilliant.
Was it tricky at first playing against a robot?
No, it's actually very easy. Acting is creating true emotions in imaginary circumstances.
Yeah.
So that's true for anything, whether you're working with someone in a scene and you're two gangsters. You're really not gangsters. You're actors. You have to act like a gangster. So if you're working with a puppet, ready? Okay. You know what? I gotta run.
No problem.